Oh, you need to be higher. Let's try you there. Good morning. We're on a bit of an angle, but never mind. It's Tuesday. How are we all doing? Excuse me, sorry. It's raining quite hard. How was everybody's weekend? Ours was lovely. We went to a barbecue at our friend's house on Saturday night, so that was really nice to see them. And the rest of the weekend we didn't do an awful lot really. I actually got on with the windows a bit. I worked a little bit on Sunday. Yeah, all very pleasant. And yesterday I didn't pick up the camera. The builder was back, so he was in the house a lot of the day, so I think that was probably a contributory factor towards it. Yeah, I don't know why really, the day just got away with me. Anyway, yes, Tuesday, another week, another few days closer to the 4th of July when the pubs open and things. What's everybody thinking about the pubs and the restaurants opening and the cafes? Are you all wanting to go back or not so much? I'm not in a rush, I have to say, to do that. I think it will be nice, but I'm not in an immediate rush. I think another couple of weeks, maybe. Don't know how I feel about it all. I think it's all going to be quite different, isn't it? And when I crave my normal, I want it to be how it was before, which I know is unrealistic, but hey, I can crave whatever I like, can't I? It's not wrong to want something that you can't have. Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling about that really. I mean, I think we'll probably go to a pub or out to eat or something in the next couple of weeks. Been looking to book a holiday for September to Greece, and got a quote yesterday. I got a couple of quotes yesterday, but then the news this morning is that Greece have put back allowing UK tourists in. You can't blame them really, because they've managed coronavirus really well over there, and us in this country maybe not so much. I don't want to get political, but yeah, we've certainly had a larger dose of it than they did in Greece. They locked down very early and very strictly there, so I can understand that they don't want us there, but they've put that back till the 15th of July. So although we're not talking about going to September, obviously that date, you know, we need to know. We're going to wait for the next update and see what that says basically until they're accepting tourists back into British tourists back into Greece. We're not going to book the holiday because it's we have to pay the whole amount now. So, and I'm still waiting for the money back from the July holiday, although that should be this week or next week. I should be getting that one back, so that'll be nice. Anyway, Tesco's have delivered this morning. Ashley's put some of it away and he's now gone off to work. Builder's not coming today because of the rain. I think Ashley told him not to come rather than he's not coming because it's raining and he doesn't fancy it, I should say. And I am just having a working at home day. I didn't go out anywhere yesterday apart from dropping off my parcels, and I don't think I'm going to today. I think I might venture into town tomorrow, so I'm going to crack on with some listings, put the shopping away, give the house a good tidy. Nothing very exciting. It's the end of the month today. Tomorrow's the 1st of July. Oh, we could do some empties later on, couldn't we? Let's see what I've used up beauty-wise this month. Anyway, I'll stop rabbiting. I'm going to go and put away all this shopping and catch up with you later. This is what your bedroom looks like after you film a try-on haul. Organised chaos. I have managed to put most of the clothes back into their bags, so that's good, the ones that are going back. So, yeah, that's good. The new Dyson fan has arrived. William's excited.
Not as excited now I found out I'm not getting it.
Well, you can have it in the mornings occasionally when it's... Seems to be in lots of bits.
3 to be exact.
Well, and a book. And a remote control, that's at least 5.
£100 you could probably buy 1 million regular fans.
Well, yeah, but it's quite cool looking. I think it's more efficient. It's meant to not blow stuff around, I think.
Surely it's meant to blow stuff around. That's like the whole point of a fan.
Yeah, it's like that's on full beam.
Take a video of yourself. You can see your hair waving.
That's on number 10 from about 6 feet away. Pretty good, isn't it? Making my eyes water. Way back at the beginning of lockdown, actually it wasn't was it? Yeah, I think it was sort of towards the beginning of April. Yeah, I ordered some jewellery, just bits and pieces from AliExpress. And a necklace has just turned up. It's the first thing to turn up. Downside of AliExpress is things do take a long time to arrive. Not always, but they do sometimes. But I'm quite pleased with it. It's about £2, I think. Really pretty, isn't it? Sometimes the gold tone ones are very yellowy, but this is actually sort of more towards rose gold, isn't it? Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that for a couple of quid. Right, it is about 5 o'clock. I've just done another load of parcels because the half price shipping on eBay finishes today, so I'm trying to keep up with my parcels. While I was doing them, I sold 2 more things, which I'm absolutely not complaining about. That was very nice. But now I've got to wrap those as well. Or perhaps I'll just print the labels and get them out in the morning. Good morning. You're in a kitchen cupboard. It's Wednesday, it's 1:15, so it's not even good morning, is it? It's good afternoon. I've realised that I've been silly. I've had 2 very, very busy sales days on eBay. Very happy with that, not complaining at all. But I sold, bizarrely, one after the other yesterday morning, 2 Dolce & Gabbana black skirts that I bought at the same time. One was a size 10, one was a 14. You can guess where I'm going with this, can't you? I've realised that I've sent them to the wrong buyers. I don't know how I did it. I think I was just so busy with packaging yesterday and so stupid. One of them's abroad as well, so that's going to be fun. Fun times. It's going to end up costing me a load of money. And it was a shame because I sold them for £47 each and I bought them for £7 each, but hey, can't get too stressed about it, such is life, isn't it? So, although I'm very irritated with myself, just the way the cookie crumbles occasionally, isn't it? Human error. We can't always help ourselves when we make a mistake. Like Freddie's flowers update. Do you remember I showed you the flowers? Hang on, let me just show you what's left of them. So, it will be 2 weeks on Friday. This is all that's left, and they are pretty much, that's dead. This thing here is dead. That is just about okay. So yeah, they're okay. Anyway, I phoned them up to cancel, and I spoke to a very nice young chap, and he talked me in to, and this is unusual because most salespeople can't talk me into stuff, but he did. Talk me in to staying. He said you can have 2 more deliveries for half price. So I said that I would do that. But I do feel like now we're all out and about a bit more, or most of us, I know some people are still shielding. I'm going to try supermarket flowers again, I think, rather than those. I think it's an unnecessary expense, and a lot of what you're paying is for the delivery. Understandably, you know, obviously you have to pay for the delivery, but I don't feel like it's £25 worth of flowers. For £12.50 I think it's probably okay, just about. We'll see what this week's brings anyway. I will show you them when they arrive on Friday. Right, well, a basket of empties, as it's the 1st of July, to show you. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Oh, this was nice. This was Body Shop Ginger, Totally Tangled Ginger Body Yogurt, I think it was, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, that smelled lovely. I think I put that in a favourites video. So nice. Probably not ideal for this time of year, ginger. It's a very autumnal, wintry scent, isn't it? But it just smells delightful. So nice. This was Tony and Guy Wave Memorising Balm, which is a posh way of saying hair gel. And this was actually okay. I quite liked it. I've replaced it with, I think I showed you in a Boots haul recently, like a texture spray, salt spray, which I don't like nearly as much, so I will go back to a more gel-like formula, or wave memorising balm, as they call it, next time, I think. This was delightful. This is the this is a shower gel, Moroccan Rose Otto body wash. My eyesight has deteriorated so much during lockdown. I really need to get an eye test. Are opticians even open yet for eye tests? I feel like they're not. I feel like somebody on the internet said recently that they're not because they wanted to get their son in for an eye test, but I could be wrong about that. But I need to go and get an eye test. Yeah, Moroccan Rose Otto body wash, very nice indeed. Purple Provoke shampoo, brightening shampoo for blondes. It's like a toning shampoo. I get this from Home Bargains. It's cheap as chips, and it was very, very good. I like it. I like a purple shampoo. I haven't got one on the go now. In the same vein, this Lee Stafford Hot Shots purple treatment, which I talked about, I think, in a vlog the day I put it on. I've got a little box of these. So good. It's for knocking out all those horrible brassy tones. Anybody else? Can't wait to get to the hairdressers. My hair is at that stage of length now that I really, really need to get it cut. It's just suddenly gone from being okay and not too worried about it to, you know, there's a thumbnail right there. This is Clarins anti-pollution cleansing milk, which was okay. I haven't quite finished it. And I like a cleansing balm or butter now rather than a cleansing milk, and this was just okay, nothing special. Beauty Pie Super Active capsules. These are the vitamin C ones. Got another one of these on the go already. Incidentally, I think this coming Wednesday for you guys, it will be an updated skincare routine. I've been asked for that from a couple of people, so I'm going to do that on Wednesday, I think. This is from the Pure range at Marks and Spencer's, a little travel size Super Grape Day Cream, and I assume it must have gone off because the last time I used it, it smelled absolutely revolting. So yeah, I don't remember it smelling that bad before, so that is going. It's not finished, but it's going. This was a bit of a disappointment. This is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Primer, Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Now it is completely finished. Now I assumed this would smell a little bit peachy or figgy maybe, but it didn't. Also, it was okay as a primer. It wasn't my favourite, but it was probably my fault for buying a matte primer. I think I am only going to use brightening or moisturising primers. What's the word I'm looking for? There's another word, isn't there? Not a mattifying primer. I think as you get older, mattifying primers, unless you have very oily skin, do not do you any favours. So yeah, I won't repurchase this, and it didn't smell nice, which I thought it was going to. This is a deep sleep pillow spray from This Works. It's not even finished. I just turfed it out of the little basket by my bedside yesterday. I don't love the smell of lavender. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but I just don't enjoy it, so that one's going. And this was, do you remember I showed you my Marks and Spencer video a couple of weeks ago? I bought a little selection of bath oils. This was the grapefruit one, which I used the other day. I assume they're just like a one-shot thing. I used it all at once and it smelled lovely. It was really nice. Wasn't actually what I would call oily particularly. It went milky straight away. I like a oilier oil. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure if you do. But it was pleasant. And it smelled lovely, which are the main things, aren't they? And then finally, I'm getting rid of this one. Regular viewers will remember I got this in my cherries haul, #kindly gifted. And this was a grave disappointment. It's the W7 Life's a Peach eye palette. I used it a couple of times. It's all matte. And it's just, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's just not easy to work with. The colours pleasant enough, but there wasn't much pigment. It took quite a lot of blending, a lot of hard work to get any much payoff from the colours. Yeah, it's just a bit patchy and not particularly great, so that one is going to be passed on elsewhere to someone else who can make use of it. But I enjoyed having the opportunity to try it out, so that was nice. Right, I'm going to take all of these down to the recycling, apart from this one, which is going in the passing on box. And that's it for the moment. I'm cooking a risotto for dinner. I've got lots of bits in the fridge that need using. I've got some mushrooms and a couple of peppers and some bacon, and yeah, I thought a risotto. I've got lots of rice at the moment as well, so I thought a risotto would be a good option for this evening's dinner. I'm sorting through yet more old stuff. Have you come to talk to me?
No.
And I found this, which was my birthday card on my 22nd birthday. I was on the ships. Everybody signed it. And we were obviously in a part of the world where birthday cards weren't easy to come by because it's a menu. Or it was originally a menu cover. But nice. And then, fun enough, after talking about my hair earlier on, I found all my security things, Laminex as we called them, but security cards. I imagine they're a bit more advanced than this now. But hairstyles through the years. This one's pretty much the same as today's hairstyle, isn't it? That, don't know what I was thinking there. Dreadful. And that's probably the longest I've ever had my hair, that. Don't think it did me any favours, did it? That is like a joke one. I think I must have lost it and someone did me that for a joke. Can't remember. Oof, that's not a good photo at all. And that was my last one. Good afternoon. It is Thursday. I think it's getting on for about 3 o'clock, half 2, something like that. And I haven't picked up the camera yet today. It's been a day. I spent the morning working, mostly doing eBay stuff and a few house bits and pieces. And also dealing with, well, not me particularly dealing with, but Ashley was dealing with, we employed a man to come and do the masticing of the windows, which is filling in all the little seams and stuff, for those who aren't au fait with the fitting of windows. And long story short, he quoted a high price, which we found acceptable because he was able to do the job fairly quickly. He came and did half the job yesterday. When Ashley got home, it only took him like an hour or something. I was expecting it to take half a day. When I said long story short, I didn't mean it, did I? Because I'm now telling you the whole story. I will keep it short. Ashley got in from work last night. The work was not done at all to his satisfaction. In fact, he said, I could have done it considerably better than this. It's quite a specialised job. It's normally done by the people who fit the windows, but because the people who fitted the windows, well, the whole window saga, as you know, the windows have been in and out more times than I have during lockdown, which isn't that hard, but they have. So the windows needed to be remasticed, and although Ashley could have done it, he felt that getting an expert in would be quicker, because we're getting a little bit to the end of our tethers with this job now. Anyway, the guy turned up this morning to do the other half of the job, and I had to tell him that we weren't happy with what had been done so far. So Ashley came back from work and chatted to him about it, and he went the guy who came to quote led us to believe that he would be doing the job. He told us he had so many years experience, blah, blah, blah. And then he sent, I was about to say some young whippersnapper, a very pleasant young man, but youngster round to do it, and didn't actually do it himself. When they turned up this morning, both of them were in the car, but the youngster was the one who came in, and Ashley wanted to talk to the guy who quoted, because obviously our arrangement was with him. We assumed he was the boss. And he didn't come in. He sent the other guy in, which was a bit of a poor show, and Ashley tried to explain to him where he'd gone wrong and how we didn't like it and the bits we didn't like and so on, and he just wasn't really having it. It was fine, it was all very amiable, it wasn't unpleasant, but he just wasn't really getting it. So Ashley said, look, I really think it would be better if I could speak to the boss. Could you ask him to come in? So the guy went out to the car and never came back, and we've never seen them again, and that was about 6 hours ago. So yeah, there's that. So we've now got to take off all the mastic that they did, the bits that are completely unacceptable, and Ashley's got to do it himself, and taking it off is a bastard job. So yes, another nail in the coffin of this god-awful window job. It couldn't have gone worse. Don't know why I'm laughing about it, really. I really don't. But yeah, so there's that. At least I suppose on the plus side they didn't expect to be paid after their appalling work, which we wouldn't have paid them anyway, unless they'd redone it to our satisfaction. But yeah, at least they didn't have the cheek to ask for money before they disappeared. I am absolutely bloody exhausted. It's about 5:30, 5:45, something like that. And I'm aware that you've seen nothing today apart from my face sitting on this bed. I've been a bad vlog. I feel like it's been a boring vlog this week, really. But all the weeks aren't exciting, are they? But I think I'm designating tomorrow, which is Friday, mostly a day off. I think that's my plan. I'm going to go out in the morning, do a little bit of charity shopping, see what's going on, maybe take a little walk along the seafront. That would be nice. And yeah, I'd really like to do a face pack and a foot. I've got a foot mask thing, or foot pack, foot mask. I think it's called a foot mask. That I'd really like to do tomorrow. I'd like to have a bit of a pamper afternoon, I think, and read my book. I feel like I've been reading, in fact I have been reading the same book for 2 weeks. I just haven't allocated reading time for some reason, so that's not good, is it? Anyway, it's one of those days where you're grateful that you've got ready-made food in the freezer. I've just pulled out a big pot of veg chilli which I made last week, and we ate it for dinner last week, and I froze the other portions. So we've got vegetable chilli and nachos for dinner tonight, which will be very nice. Ashley and Joe have made good progress with the windows today. It's the outside of the house. They're cladding now and doing the guttering and the outside panelling and stuff. It's not just windows, but it's looking good. Good progress today on that, so that's good. Don't you hate it when you've painted your toenails a couple of days ago and you chip one? That big one there. I don't think I want my feet that much on the internet, actually. Not big on feet. Do excuse my headband. I'm fully aware that it's more suited to a 13-year-old girl than a soon-to-be 52-year-old woman, but I like it, so I've put it on. It's about 8:30, I think, and I am going to... I talked earlier about maybe having a pamper session tomorrow, didn't I? But I think I'm going to do it tonight. Excuse that light, it's horrible. I'm going to take off my makeup and I'm going to do one of my ordinary AHA BHA peel masks for 10 minutes just to get some exfoliation going. Haven't done that one in a couple of weeks, so I feel like I need to do it. And then I'm going to get out my mask box and see if I can find a sheet mask. Oh, come on, focus. Come along now. There we are. That was a struggle, wasn't it? See what I can find in here for a sheet mask. I think maybe... Should we try this one? That's a Poundland one. Gold anti-aging woven face mask. Fight visible signs of aging with vitamin E, aloe vera and a special blend of herbal extracts. So this is from their range that is a rip-off of number 7, but it's number 7. So we'll give that a go, see what that's like. Oh, I thought we'd have a little chat about how we're all feeling about coronavirus, lockdown. 4th of July is coming, pubs are opening, restaurants are opening, everything's becoming a little bit more back to normal-ish. The government have announced tonight, or this afternoon I think, that schools will go back in September. Everybody will go back to school in September and they will not be social distancing because they just can't do it. Which I think makes sense. I mean, how long... You can't keep the kids off school forever, can you? So, yeah, I'm sort of behind that decision, really, I think, overall. Obviously not ideal, but we're not living in ideal times, are we, is the thing. So yeah, how's everybody feeling about their mental health in this strange time? Do you feel like has it impacted on you badly, do you think? Do you feel like you'll have any long-term effects, or you're seeing effects now that you didn't see at the beginning of lockdown, that are just sort of coming to the fore now? I've been thinking quite a lot about sort of the longer term mental health aspects and feelings and stuff. For me, I feel, as you know, I've said all the way through, I crave normality. I crave for us all to get back to normality and for it all to go away, as I'm sure most people do. You know, we all just don't want it to be ongoing, do we? But unfortunately, that's not a choice that we have at the moment. But I think for me, I found that I have more low days, and I struggle when I have a low. I don't have loads more low days, but I think overall I struggle more to pick myself up from when I have a low day to make myself feel more buoyant again. Normally I'm quite quick at talking myself better, and I have felt far more compulsion to just burrow into bed and under the covers and get away from the world more and the realities of the situation. I mean, I haven't done it loads, certainly not, but I found it more of a mental struggle to get myself out of a doldrummy mood. So I'd be really interested in getting some chat going in the comments about how you guys feel about all this sort of stuff, how you're feeling around all of this. Anyway, I'm going to stop wittering and go and do some face masks. So I'll see. The Poundland mask is actually gold. It's not a bad one. Oh, sorry, that's just gone in my eye. Let me rejig that. It's one of the ones that will actually stay on. You don't have to lie down to put it on. It will stay on with and you can sit up, which is good because I don't like to lie down with them on all the time. And it's got sort of cuts on it which make it shape to your face a little bit better. So, and it's quite pleasant. Lots of liquid on it. I look splendid, don't I? Absolutely. Good morning on Friday. It's not the nicest of days. It's cloudy, a little bit windy, not raining, that's good. It's about just before 9 o'clock. And we are going out. Out. Not really out. Going to drop off parcels at the parcel shop and the delivery office. Pop into town, go to one charity shop in town, which I think is open, possibly two. And then I think I might go to Teignmouth and have a coffee on the seafront. A takeaway coffee on the seafront. Who would have thought that would seem like such an exciting adventure? Dropped off at the parcel shop and now on my way into town. Didn't realise how mirrored these sunglasses were. I was talking to my sister-in-law on the phone last night, my brother's wife, and she was telling me that she'd seen her parents last weekend. They'd been down to stay with her, and she hadn't seen them since the beginning of lockdown. Her parents live quite locally to me, and she lives up in Bournemouth, and we were talking about how lockdown has affected our parents, and I noticed it more on my dad, not so much on my mum, but Amanda was saying that she felt like it had really aged her parents. They'd basically been in their house for the best part of 4 months doing nothing, just by themselves, and they were so this sort of carries on from what I was talking about last night, about sort of long term, how everybody's feeling and what's happening, and there's got to be a lot of people like that who will be. She said she could really see that they'd aged so much, yeah, it's got to have had an effect. I think even those of us who feel like it hasn't affected us and we're okay, I think probably it has in some people more so than others, obviously, but I think a lot of us, you know, there are long-term issues. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm banging on about this. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to just, you know, talking about a situation that perhaps I hadn't, or not a symptom, result is the word, I think, of the situation that I hadn't really thought about very much before, the sort of long-term mental health. Are some of us changed forever? You know, we'll never go back. Who knows? Anyway, I'm in Sainsbury's and I've just seen this swimming costume, which is half price. And could I squeeze into an 80? Possibly. I really like it. I think I might have to buy it. I think it might fall into my trolley. I do like Sainsbury's clothes. I think of all the supermarkets, they're the nicest in terms of prints and styles and things, the most unsupermarket-y, if you like. They've got, look at that little lemon print top there, that's pretty, isn't it? And this sort of broderie anglaise one, very similar to that one I saw in Marks and Spencer's the other week. Got some lovely bits and pieces. Oh, I like this tie front thing as well with the tiger print. That's really nice. You spent quite a lot this week propped up, excuse me, cherry stone, propped up in my kitchen. I'm a bit pissed off. It's 12:05. Tonight we were supposed to be having, I might have told you this already. Yeah, I might have told you this already. When we went over to our friends for a barbecue last weekend, they were telling us that they'd ordered an online food delivery from Cote, which is a chain of French brasseries here in the UK. Very nice. We go to one in Exeter quite often when we're there. And they're doing an at-home meal delivery service. And they were telling us they'd ordered a 3-course meal and made a real evening of it, and it was really nice, and that was quite exciting. Also, I think my mother ordered from them a little while ago as well. So anyway, they were full of praise for it. So on Monday, Ashley and I ordered ourselves a 3-course lovely meal from Code for delivery today. We picked a starter, a main course, pudding. We'd even picked some cheese as well for dessert. We were going to dress up and sit at the table and lay the table nicely and have a evening out in the house type of thing. And we've been looking forward to it all week. We've been talking about it throughout the week and saying, oh, looking forward to Friday. Anyway, had a text or email last night from DPD, who's the courier, saying we will text you your 1-hour delivery slot by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So when I got back from town, checked my emails, nothing from them, and it was after 11. So I tracked it on DPD's website, and it said, no, but we haven't got your parcel. So I then looked on the Cote website, Cote at Home it's called, and it said order status unfulfilled. So I phoned them up. I spent a long time waiting on hold, which put me in an even better mood. And long story short, my food's not coming and they don't really know why, and they've got lots of excuses. And it's just really disappointing, and I know it's very first world problems, I am aware of this. So let me go and get a vase while I talk to you. Yeah, I know it's first world problems, I do know that. But it's just disappointing when you're really looking forward to something. And they were trying to blame the courier. Their manager did call me back, and they were trying to blame the courier, and I was saying, well, it's not, the courier hasn't even got the parcel, and also it says unfulfilled on your website. So, you know, I think the problem's more likely to be at your end anyway. I've told them to give me a refund. They managed to, the only thing this company did efficiently was take my money on Monday when I placed the order. And it wasn't cheap, it was, well, I suppose, it's £47, I think. But yeah, just so disappointing when you're really looking forward to something and there's not a lot to look forward to. That sort of thing can really make you go, ooh, it's a little bit like what I was talking about last night, things that normally you perk up and get over quickly. Not so much at the moment. Anyway, Freddie's flowers have arrived. Let me just show you, see what you think. I mean, this, the state state of some of those flowers. They're all, I think just not putting these things in water makes them, this all looks really, I mean, I know it perks up a bit when it goes into water, but my feeling about it is that it just doesn't do it any good. I feel like once it's been out of water and it's gone all limp and a bit crappy, although it will perk up when it goes back into the water, it's already done the sort of long-term damage. Okay, look at the state of this one. This is a lily and it's bent in the middle. I mean, that's not going to come back, is it? Very poor. Freddie's flowers have done nothing to improve my mood today, I'm afraid. I think my adventures in mail delivery flowers are over. I'm going to go back to supermarket flowers, and a lot of you have suggested Lidl's, so I'm going to, and somebody suggested Morrison's. I don't live very near a Morrison's, but I do occasionally go past one, excuse me. So I will try them, and I will try Lidl's as well. Another one came off, one of those, and a lily thing as well. So, I mean, they look alright, don't they? They look alright, but yeah, it is not for me. Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. Well, it's 4 o'clock and we are nearly at the end of another weekly vlog. Just thought I'd show you the few things that I bought in Superdrug this morning, and my swimming costume. I did buy the swimming costume in Sainsbury's, and they only had an 18. I would normally buy a 20, but Sainsbury sizing is generous, so hopefully it will fit. It's a shapewear swimsuit, I think it's called, and it's orange and it's got polka dots, and it was half price, so it was down to £9, which I think is a bargain. So I'm going to try that one on. What else did I buy? I bought some Superdrug. This is pink brush on nail glue. It's not actually pink. It says it is. Yes, it is brush on pink nail glue. I use this because not for fake nails, because I don't wear fake nails, but I have a split in that nail which I've had for about 10 years. It grows to a certain length and then it splits downwards, and it is very, very difficult to get rid of. So I've got some of that, which I buy intermittently. This stuff is great. It's brush on nail glue, which I've probably told you already. So I just put a little bit on the top and then underneath the nail as well, and it just stops it catching on everything and hopefully enables the split to grow out. I bought another of the e.l.f. these blush sticks that I showed in a favourites video last month, I think. This was £4.50, and I've got like a peachy corally coloured one. And I got this one, which is called, what's it called? I'm aware that I am squinting. Something berry, was it called? I can't find the bloody name now. No idea. Sparkling Rose. God, I was peering them, wasn't I? No, I should have picked my glasses up and just put them on there. Yeah, Sparkling Rose. I really like these, even though they're small, and that is the colour. I think that's a really nice blush colour, especially for summer. Sort of a pinky, rosy, healthy glow. So I'll show you that on at some point. I bought a hand cream to keep in the car, because with all the hand sanitising in shops, my skin's getting really dry. Not that I'm complaining about that, obviously. I feel like every time you say something you have to say, not that I'm complaining about that. But yeah, I feel like my hand is getting dry. Hands are getting dry, and this one says it strengthens nails as well. It's only 99p that in Superdrug hand and nail cream. Let's give that a go. Smells quite pleasant, not anything specific, just a sort of hand creamy smell. And then I got a Revolution primer, banana split. Do you remember we were talking about the peachy primer in my empties that didn't smell of peach? Yes, so they've got a whole range of these different flavoured, if you like, or scented primers in from the I Love Revolution range. They've got coconut. They did have a peachy one, but it was mattifying. Otherwise, I would have bought the peachy one to see if it was better than the Too Faced one. This is Radiance primer with vitamins C and E, and is banana flavour. Oh my God, it's bloody hell, it's gold. Look at that. It is indeed gold. Oh my god, it smells like banana milkshake. How very bizarre. It actually, oh yes, it is quite radiant looking on the back of my hand there. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's quite like that, you know. It's sort of a little bit tinted, but it's not glittery at all, but it's definitely got some glow in there. I think that will be quite a nice primer. And it smells of bananas. It was £6, by the way. I want to go back and buy the rest of the ones that weren't mattifying now. There was a strawberry one, a peach one, a coconut one I think was moisturised. My battery died. I always look redder in here for some reason. It looked perfectly normal. Oh, it could be because I've just tried that blusher as well over the top of the blusher I had on already. And haven't blended it that well, have I? Right. Anyway, here we are at the end of another week. Let's hope next week is more exciting than this week. Thank you for sticking with me. Hope you've enjoyed it, or if you haven't enjoyed it, at least found it, I don't know. I was going to say vaguely entertaining, but that's much the same thing, isn't it? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.